Check, 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 check. Checking out the Wi-Fi if the Wi-Fi function. All right. Let me know if we not get no glitch. Let me know if we not get any if we not yeah, me the mute the mic, Tico. Big up on yourself. Let me know if we not get no glitch. May I use the Wi-Fi in the hotel. So let me know if everything good. When no good? When no good, when no good, when no good. Grand rising. Let me know if we're not good. All right, lady, and I say we're good. Are we good to go? All right, so we have a reasoning here this morning. We did have two topics for speak on, but um, certain development, and after speaking to um, somebody were inside of what do I call it now? Somebody with experience on them type of matters, yeah. And of course, the people in my social circle. We decided that we're gonna speak on this issue, yeah. Um, for reasons that we may discuss as we go along. So we still have the Miskitties reasoning to talk about because that is essential as well. But we want to touch on this because it's going to be a long investigation, I think, and a long court proceeding. So we're going to speak on this more in the future. But let us analyze where we're at so far. All right, let us speak on where we're at so far. And of course, people often, come, inside of the reasoning here with them subjective reasoning or them subjective input. Just know that this is an objective conversation. You don't have to agree with everything that I say. You don't have to be a sheep. You can have your own, um, you know, thoughts on this matter. Saying also the vloggers them were love to cut and um, paste and use the things on the channel. Remember that we are musicians and we take the time out to bring a different perspective on matters. You understand? So We are entertainers. I'm an entertainer, I'm an artist, I'm a singer. So when you do the thing, you know, if music is attached to the reasoning, you can share the music. You don't have to cut off the music for sure. The part make it look like I just talk with talk. I will do music too. You understand? And it's a digital world, so don't just take the thing and run with it and cut off the music. You understand? Yeah. Make one and wash the other. You will put it on your page and your page monetize where you can eat a food. But at least promote the music too. You understand what I say? Yeah. So with that said, this is the new song. See? It's a new song what we have right now. I get a beautiful feedback driver, and of course I have a clean version. We're not gonna put up the version where my might have turn heads. See? So please share the music in the reason. When I cut and paste or something. All right. Sit down on it and drive. Sit down on it and drive. You're the driver. Sit down on it and drive. Sit down on it and drive. You're the driver. Anyhow you want it. Anyhow you want to be like it. Anyhow you want it. Anyhow you want to surrender me. Put your body on me. Touch me till I can leave. Baby go out, baby go out. Tell me surrender me. Put your body on me. Touch me till I can breathe. Baby go out, baby go out. Tell me surrender me. Vibration, sweet sensation, kiss with emotion, fast slow motion. Your satisfaction, my ambition. Love with no caution. What's your best position? We can love all day. If that's how you want it, then show me like it. Sit down on it, wine on it. Sit down on it, bounce on it. Sit down on it, wine on it. Sit down on it, bounce on it. Sit down on it and drive. Sit down on it and drive. You're the driver. Sit down on it and drive. Sit down on it and drive. You're the driver. Anyhow you want it. Anyhow you want something like it. Anyhow you want it. Anyhow you want to surrender me. Put your body on me. And of course that is driver. See? So make sure and say you download a copy, get your copy. We're gonna post the link after the reason so you can download it. See? And give thanks to the support so far. Big up on yourself. So check this out now. So we've been speaking about this we must call this now. We've been on this topic for the past few months, and now it has reached a stage where it's no longer a dolly house, it's no longer playing cups, it's no longer a joke, it's no longer something that you should take for granted. So everything that we have been saying and everything that the people that object to what we are saying, we're gonna find out now. We're gonna see the end result now. So if I am wrong, we are gonna say Vegas did wrong. You understand what I say? And of course, if them wrong, them not gonna admit that them did wrong. Them are gonna find excuse and move the goalpost. They're gonna move the goalpost because they cannot be objective in what they are doing, or them cannot think. People cannot think for themselves. So these are no lose situation for them. You understand? Them already set it where it's a no lose situation. See? So of course you may have heard about the arrest of Shabdon. yeah, and he was later charged for murder. Yeah, 3 counts of murder, according to the report. Okay, so you may have heard about it. But just in case you have not heard about it, let me pull it up. Then get a reputable source. It's about nationwide, so I could go with nationwide. Let's go with nationwide on this. But before even that, let us go with, let us look at this before we even get into that, because let us look at this. All right. So let's look at this one first. All right. So this is what this was a breaking news. Yeah. Shabdan arrested by anti-gang task force over triple murder. See? So Linval Thompson Jr., properly known as Shabdan, has been taken into custody by the Joint Anti-Gang Task Force in connection with a triple murder. The dancer producer was arrested in a targeted operation in St. Catherine South on Friday, June 3rd. Thompson Jr., who was also being identified as a person of interest. Pay attention to this. Pay attention to that, right? A person of interest in the recent triple murder and wounding with intent on May 2015 in Rose Heights, St. James, is expected to be questioned in the coming days in the presence of his attorney. Shabdan was freed on gun-related charges on April 7. However, he is accused of offering a police officer $2 million to get rid of an illegal gun in a case he had been previously charged with. He was charged with a breach of Corruption Prevention Act, Section 14, Subsection 2, which is considered a greater offense than attempted bribery. His next hearing on the charge, and the corruption charge, is scheduled for June 9. So pay attention to this as well. So we have two things to analyze out of this. This upcoming date before his arrest, and person of interest. Now, let us start here. Let us start right here. Right? The dancer producer was arrested in a targeted operation in St. Catherine South on Friday, June 3rd. So the Shabdan was targeted, or was he wanted? A person of interest. When you're a person of interest, you're supposed to be notified by the JCF. If you're a person of interest, you are supposed to be notified by the JCF to turn yourself in. If you do not turn yourself in within the time that they give you to turn yourself in, you will become a fugitive, or you become a wanted person. Where's the information that he was given a certain amount of time to turn himself in? If you're a person of interest, why were you not given an ultimatum to turn yourself in? Okay? So he was a person of interest, but we were searching for him, or we targeted him. If he's a person of interest, right? He went to court. Shabdan was freed on gun-related charges, blah, 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 right? So when I'm saying went to court, the dancer producer was arrested June 3rd. So he went to court recently on this matter, right? He went to court recently on this matter. So he became a person of interest, I guess, with the shooting that they charged him for. But if he was a person of interest in the shooting that they charged him for, why was there not a request from the authorities for him to turn himself in? Or was that done? Because let us be balanced in the reasoning. Was that done? Because this is something that every citizen of Jamaica, this must be the norm. Or this is supposed to be the norm. It's a protocol. If the police think you're a person of interest on a matter, they're supposed to notify you to turn yourself in. When I reason today with giddy-headed people and light-headed people and people who can't think for themselves. And make we put out a disclaimer. We're not here defending anybody that are doing wrongs. We put out video all the while, but we are staying objective on the matter. And we put out the videos that we say Shabdon and all the youth them if we not do badness and all them things there. We don't need to put on them things there, because them things they not go, end well. We're not going to go to prison or we're not go dead. So we just put out that disclaimer, but we attack on this matter because we have been saying for the longest time that there are people on social media who are playing judge, jury, and executioner, and they are counterproductive in the fight against crime. Hence the reason why we are seeing quote-unquote criminals walking away out of the court, scotch-free, because we have too many people on social media playing detectives. Leave the police, let them do them work. Leave the investigators them to complete them investigations before we start put out information. What y'all are doing is counterproductive. I want to think that people, you don't think that we are support criminality. Because you know, licky and look on the dinner money, I want to realize you can eat a food off of the internet. You want to just get on the information and fling it out there. But watch and see how much youth, when we claim they are criminal, I walk free. So this man had a hearing June 9th, which was a few days ago, and a few days before his arrest. So if he was a person of interest, why wouldn't you put it out there or send a message to him that he should turn himself into the authorities, knowing that he has a case coming up June 9th. So if you put out, or if you let him know that you're a person of interest, turn yourself into the police within 24 hours. If he refused to turn himself into the police within 24 hours, what would happen? Him would be a person we wanted. So when him go court June 9th, if him go court, what would happen? Them that revoke him bail. Or you go down to the courthouse, go pick him up. What if only 5 people leaving at Jamaica will have sense? What if it's only 10 people will leaving at Jamaica will have sense? If a man is a person of interest and him have a court date coming up in a few days' time, why wouldn't you send a request or order him to turn himself in? And me alone, hold on. So we are the idiot. Are we are the idiot, no? The man have a court date 2 days before you arrest him. And the information that is out there from nationwide and reputable news outlets, the information is this man was a person of interest. Why wouldn't you put out a statement or send the information to the man's lawyer or whosoever, or put out a public statement that Linval Thompson Jr., you are a person of interest. Turn yourself into the authority within 24 hours. Give him 12 then. Because according to one of favorite news outlet, one of the most reputable news outlet, one of the most trusted news outlet, he was planning to leave the island. All right, cool. that gives you more reasons to put out that, yo, this man is one. This man is a person of interest. If you hear say this man is plan to leave the island, this man have an ongoing case, and you hear that this man is planning to leave the island, why wouldn't you put out information, put out in the media, put out a statement that Linval Thompson Jr., you are to turn yourself into the police within 12 hours or immediately, or to be precise, 12 hours. And in the same breath, notify authorities outside of Jamaica at the borders, because I want to have the information to say him a leave on a boat and him a go enter a small island into the United States. Okay, fine. So we have all of this information. Why not grab him, nab him in the act? So we can slap another charge on him for fleeing prosecution one. Zin? You see? You could have slap another charge on him, you know. And when you go to court now, on June 9th, which is his other court date, you would now say to the judge, Your Honor, you have to revoke this man's bail because he was planning to flee the island. Why wouldn't you red flag him? Why wouldn't you red flag him? Is it just 5 people alone leaving in Jamaica with absence? Eh? Is it just 5 we leave and we see people are bleach with tape recorder, and you know when people used to go to stage show and bleach out at the gate, and from like when Sunsplash used to nice, and people go bleach at the gate before with them tape recorder. Yeah, I saw people asleep out of them robot gate, the robot gate full. You know, boy, me a wait to make up a tea. And then them say, oh, you're bad mind, you try to bring down people channel. Michaelos, explain to me, please. And we're going to bring on Imhotep in a bit. But please explain to me, people who go to school, people who have sense, people who can think. If this man is supposed to show up in court in 2 days, help me understand this. This man is supposed to show up in court in 2 days, and you hear so the man a plan to leave the island to run. Leave him case. This man a plan to run away, you know. Leave him case, you know. Why wouldn't you red flag him? You have all reasons to red flag him because, one, the government has his passport. So any documents where you catch him with trying to leave the island, that now becomes forgery. Why wouldn't you set up a sting operation to nab him? So no information in the public to say this man must turn himself in because he's a person of interest. We don't have that. Or if you have it, you can send it to me. So we don't have that. We do not have him being red flagged. If you have it, maybe it's going to be in the indictment. That is still unsealed. So of course, them arrested the man because he was a person of interest, which led to this. This is what it led to. Breaking news. This is what the person of interest led to. Shabdon'S charged with 3 counts of murder. Now, let us understand something here. What is happening with this case here? And what is going to happen with this case, in my opinion, in my view? The JCF is going to look like a soap opera organization. And the same people that are now praising the JCF for this arrest and charge, them same one are going to say, you see why we can't trust the system? You see why we can't trust the system? Because watch all the information and them still look at the man. This is setting up to be one of the biggest soap opera. Plain court. This is going to be plain court. And who, so let's say Shabdan is guilty. It going to be a person guilty, possible, a person guilty walking free. Or let's say the victims. The victims them now go get no justice. Why? Because we have people on social media playing detectives, playing with sensitive matters, disclosing information to the public before the investigation even start. But remember when we tell her this and say, oh, them can't trust the police, them can't trust the police. But no, them are praise the police. Because the police send the sheep them to listen to, look at your screen. And the next one, I said, the corner dirty boy them. When name news, when the name, remember what I want the name. But quite a few of them know the on the internet are play detectives now. Well, let's see. Maybe. Is me gonna be the clown at the end of the day? So, this is what it lead to. And this is from Nationwide. Dancer producer Shabdon has been charged with murder in connection to a triple killing in Roside, St. James last month. Shabdon's given name is Linval Thompson Jr. Shabdon's given name is Linval Thompson Jr. He was charged with 3 counts of murder by the Major Investigation Division after he was identified in a parade. Hola. Hold on, excuse me, please. 1 second. 1 second, please. I have to show you this. I have to show you Shabdon for the identification parade. Please have to show you Shabdon for the identification parade. It's a serious matter, but we have to take bad things back, lad. Promise you. The guy, so you know, the identification parade and put up like then go up here 2 or 3 different persons to pick from. So it's the identification parade. In my summation, basically. So the identification parade. Yeah. So of course they needed an identification parade to charge him. Just think for a minute, people. Just think for a minute, man. Want to realize why crime in a Jamaica can't stop people. Want to realize why crime in a Jamaica can't stop. And now we have the detectives them online and make it worse. Shabdon's given name he was charged with 2 counts of shooting with intent. Right? Shabdon was questioned in the presence of his attorney. He was also charged with 2 counts of shooting with intent. Shabdon was questioned in the presence of his attorneys. He was arrested on June 3rd. This is 6 days before his court date. Right? So you have June 3rd, he arrested him. So you had all this time to say, turn yourself into the police. But of course, a soap opera. Because it's never necessary. Unless you did tell him turn himself in and him never turn himself in. So what was this for? Why was this necessary? Oh, because to make it look shocking in the media. To make it look like, yo, is a is a is a is a truckload of man go film, you know. You have information, so the man I plan to leave the island. Of course, information is out there. I don't know if it's true that the JCF actually said it, but the information is out there. From, of course, your favorite YouTuber, right? Using back them own words. In case the people want to say, yo, follow the man. Yeah. So why was this necessary? If all you had to do was put out a statement and say, yo, turn yourself into the police. But what is this? Like, is this like a net, again, the favorite word, is that a Netflix movie? Is this like a big Netflix series now? Well, let us all know. Because how was this necessary? This is Netflix. This is if we don't love to talk Jamaica said Jamaica it's like a Netflix. But this is Netflix. This is not necessary. If you did not put out a statement with the man, say, yo, turn yourself into the police. That's all, you know. One statement could have avoided all of this, you know. But no, because he's the most wanted man in the country. I am responsible for all of the crime in a Montego Bay. Then that even give you more reasons to set up a sting operation if him a plan for runway, to grab him at the border. To grab him when him touch down in the small island. Or to let Uncle Sam know that this man is trying to come into your country, so we have a surveillance on him. We're in a digital era. You have surveillance can do that. You can track him every move if you want to. Reports are on May 25th. The three were among 5 people shot during a drive-by on Marl Road in Rose Heights. All 5 were reportedly at a birthday party. Head of Area 1 Police Assistant Commissioner Clifford Chambers says a major conflict between 2 gangs have been driving a recent spike in murders in Montego Bay. Now, Mr. Clifford, my namesake, please note that Sir P started this gang war, in my opinion. Please note that this gang war started when Sir P came forward and started naming who the police was working with to kill people. Please note that. This ain't no joke no more. This ain't no plain detectives no more. This ain't no YouTube channel liquor story no more. This is big. Mr. Clifford, please note, and we are holding you to it. Please note that Sir P, I ain't calling him Robot Man this morning because this is serious now. Sir P is the one who's, in my opinion, started back this conflict in Rose Heights. Quote me. I want to beat me and put me on the cross like Jesus. Just notice this. A recent spike in murders. Sources indicate the gang conflict is between the unknown and G-City gang. Mr. Clifford, please take note. G-City gang, which them claim Squash is the leader for, and unknown gang, which them claim Shabdon is the leader for. These 2 persons, 2 leaders, were living in peace, doing music, and Sir P came forward stating that Shabdon is the one that got Squash brother killed. These youths were doing music since this 6 done. Since this, countless people died. Since this, we had a triple murder that Shabdon is now being charged for. So already sheep them. All of the carnivore carnivores sheep them. What did I wait for bloodshed? You ain't fooling nobody, you know. This war was instigated, and Brother Imhotep is going to pull up the crime, the Cybercrime Act, because instigation is a cybercrime. Just know so them two youth here where them say are the murderer are the leader for the gangs them. Just know this. Just know so them two youth are did the music. And when the leader, quote unquote, for G City gang went as far and did a song that squash, me no lie them I tell you, you're my brother for life, and I set them a try set you up and beat you up. Sir P came with another video ridiculing squash that him coward. Him a clown, him coward, I'm paraphrasing, him coward and afraid of Shabdon, why him attack peace. You ain't fooling nobody no more because this gets serious, no one can turn back. And the best thing happening in this situation is them arrest Shabdon and him never dead for no get to drink the blood. Because we are going to see all of who did a play cop now get exposed and get summons to come a court because we don't know witness. But we soon get to that. As a matter of fact, him call Squash Teletubby. Because I have a nickname for all of them. Somebody will try to tell the youth them to change them ways and be better people or whatever. Oh, him have a nickname for all of them. I'm not busy when I want to say, when I could have bite up on us, when I could have look for which part me live and stone my house. See which part the war start here. Or start up here. So Mr. Clifford Chambers, Assistant Commissioner, I'm asking you please to take note. What happened, and the information is on the internet. This war was instigated by Sir P, in my opinion. Meanwhile, police sources have indicated that Shabdon was captured just hours before he was due to illegally depart Jamaica. Well, them say the police this come from. So there you go. If the police knew that he was about to depart from Jamaica hours before they caught him, why not set up a sting operation and charge him with another crime? Because he would have illegal documents. And he would have flee or abscond bail. Are intended to. So now you're going to tell the judge that. You're going to go before the judge now and say, Your Honor, we can't give him no bail because he was planning to leave the island. Your Honor, we can't give him bail on these 3 murders and 2 shooting with intent because he was planning to leave the island. You cannot use this now. If you had set up a sting operation to hold this man when this man was fleeing, set up sting operation at the borders or at the ports. When we not going to swim? Then you're not going to see him in the water with the surveillance team on have. So why wouldn't you do that and have this now as leverage in the court to let him not get bail? Because you cannot use this now. Say, we hear some did a plan to leave, or we get somebody tip way off that he was planning to leave. Then why wouldn't you act on that? Are we just the only few people? Are we in a sense and everybody else? Maybe are we don't see no people? It is understood that arrangements were in place for the producer to flee to a small island before eventually making his way to the United States. Sources indicate that several items, including forged documents, were seized when Shabdon was taken into custody. Those are sources, so we don't know if this is police. So this can be hearsay. This can be Sir P's channel, because everybody knows they are the most trusted news outlet. So with all of this information, why wouldn't you nab him in the act of trying to flee the island with forged documents? because this is a crime. Shabdan was recently acquitted of a charge of illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. His co-accused 22-year-old Romario Scott pleaded guilty to the charges and was sentenced to 6 years and 1 month. Though at the time of his most recent arrest, Shabdan was on bail while awaiting trial on corruption charges, so you see him on bail. Reportedly attempted to bribe a member of the constabulary in relation with illegal possession of firearm. Right? So, you know, check. Tell me if you not hear me back again. Come at the Wi-Fi, kick out a while ago. All right. So I don't know which part I miss out. I don't know which part it is stop. I never realized it stop. So what I'm saying is, let's go back to this. Come in and if you don't get all what me did I say. So let's go back to down here. So just to make sure. See? So sources indicate that several items, including forged document, was seized when Shabdan was taken into custody. Right? So them have forged documents. It is understood that arrangements were in place for the producer to flee to a small island before eventually making his way to the United States. So what I'm saying is, why would you not set up a sting operation? Why would you not notify or red flag the man? Why wouldn't you red flag him? Why wouldn't you red flag him so you can have enough leverage in court to hold the man in custody throughout the trial? Because you got to prove to the judge now. You got to say, judge, see it here, we caught him at the border, we caught him at the port trying to leave the island. Why wouldn't you put a 24-hour surveillance on him? What is big old soap opera, Netflix movie scene of sting operation targeting the producer because he was of interest? Is that the JCF gone to know? The JCF setting up a sting operation for arrest a man where you could just simply put out a statement and tell the man to turn himself in. So let me ask you a question. So if you hear some kill a man or if you hear some do something, you not come grab me up and set up a giant operation and come at me yard with some gun over the house and helicopter and why wouldn't you just say, Clifford Smith, you're a person of interest, turn yourself into the police? Why wouldn't you do that? Oh, because he's not a known criminal. But if this man is a known criminal, he must just in a courthouse. He was just in court just the other day. If this man is so dangerous, why wouldn't you set up a sting operation to nab the man? This is what's going to happen in my view. And I hope I'm not giving anybody no ideas. But let's speak because we don't know what our future are going to bring. We may end up being a defense lawyer. Yeah? We may end up going into law. So we use what let me tell you, say, at the charger, you know, the charger, because the battery, this battery, me never carry my charger, and the charger when I use, it come like it thing there. It come like the charger when I use, the idiot charger, where Adrian give me, come like him give me a idiot charger, man. Give me 1 second, I'm calling him for a charger. At the charger, you know. It's a charger, people. Adrian, let me next charge the one you mess up my computer, like it a freeze it up.
Charger? You using that on your computer, bro?
Yeah.
That's on a computer charger.
Can you let me? Is a Mac you have?
Yeah.
Let me Mac charger, quick.
But not the ear though, not the ear mount.
Which one? Wow. So which one you have? Let me see the one you have, please. Let me see the one you have, please.
Yeah, my phone.
All right. Yeah, sorry about that, people. Dillinger, I don't think Shabdan would have turned himself in if they issued a public demand for him to turn himself in. We, what's it, desperate. He was desperate. That's hypothetically speaking, though. Dillinger. And this is what you want. This is what you don't want, Dillinger. If you are the detective or the detectives on this case, it just as you know, say, you're not thinking that turn himself in. Then why wouldn't you run with it? If I am a detective on a case, and me know so the man now go turn himself in, I me think it's highly likely that this man is not going to turn himself in if I put out a statement for him to turn himself in. Why wouldn't I put the statement out? Because this is what you want. this is what you want. So it wouldn't make sense if the JCF punt the ball here, so. This is what you want. Yo, we know, so I'm not going to turn himself in. I'm going to put out a statement. So now he's going to be a wanted man. So when you catch him as a wanted man. You catch him with forged documents. What if you want to understand what me really I say? One second. Please make it work. Oh my God, I don't want to hear another one. Oh, what? You might be right. You might be right. You know, where you get that idiot charger from? Ta-da! I'm good. All right. Sorry about that, people. Yeah, look at glitching. Yeah. With a real charger now. All right. So Dillinger, this is what you don't want, you know? And this you want, you know, Dillinger, you want the man not to turn himself in. And you have information that he's planning to flee. Why wouldn't you put out the statement? You never need no giant sting operation where target him before you put out the statement. Somebody said they don't have all strategy. Well, who do you blame for that though? This is. I'm not a trained. I'm not versed in this field. I'm not a detective. I could have known said these are the best thing to do. Anyway, so let's say the JCF nano sense then. The people who are in the JCF nano sense. So who? How them are gonna beat? How them are gonna win this case then? How are they gonna win this case? If them so simple-minded that them could not put out a statement, say the man must turn himself in, how you expect them to win this case? You trust the JCF to win this case, but of course, when them lose the case, we are going to hear, yeah, man, me tell you, so you can't trust the police. And that you are going to hear now. Me tell us, enough to trust the police, that's why Sir P no give me information them. Check this out. Investigation just start. If this man is not subpoenaed as a witness, the JCF is a joke. So whether I don't want to like it, yes or no, this man is a witness to a triple murder and 2 felonious wounding or shooting with intent, whatever, shooting with intent, sorry. This man is a witness and he must be called. Uno want to solve crime, let's go. This is witness number 1.
Well, you see, one of the ways in how you can estimate how extreme retaliation is going to be is when you look at how close the people them are dead are to the people them where run the gang. Thursday, there was a youth named J-Man. It was his birthday. People are celebrate, I drink them liquor, play them music. But you know it got ready. Chicken Mary out them here. Some 87s from the unknown gang pull up on them. Now maybe you hear me mention the word unknown and you think me I try to say nobody no know. Oh, that's not the case. Unknown is the name of the gang. These are a group of known criminals who call themselves unknown. Make that make sense. Anyway, the leader of the unknown gang is the Snake. You would have seen me cover many videos talking about the Snake. Him still our road or do him thing. And the GCT youth them, right, a Fred man them say. So from time to time they attack each other. It was his birthday. People are celebrate, I drink them liquor, play them music. But you know it got ready. Chicken Mary out them here. Some 87s from the unknown gang pull up on them. Now maybe you hear me mention the word unknown and you think me I try to say nobody no know. Oh, that's not the case. Unknown is the name of the gang. These are a group of known criminals who call themselves unknown. Make that make sense. Anyway, the leader of the unknown gang is the Snake. You would have seen me cover many videos talking about the Snake. Him still our road or do him thing. And the GCT youth them, right, a Fred man them say. So from time to time they attack each other. This time a GCT get the losses. About 5 people get shot. First we hear say 1 dead. Then we hear say 2 dead. Now the latest report is that a 3rd individual has lost their life. That's the up to recording of this video. But you know them things they got ready whenever there's a big shooting.
This video was released or published May 26. This video was published May 26. Sir P told you, the public, the person or persons who were going to be, or who happens to be, or happen to be, the person who pointed out Shabdon on the identification parade, that it was Shabdon, unknown gang, which he's a leader for, killed the G City man them. Remember again, people, I keep telling you how much weeks now, months now, said G City, an unknown according to what they call the gang them, never did a war until what? Until Sir P stir up all sore. Can't get away from that. Own it. Uno must, just like Uno happy when the police arrest Shabdon, Uno must own it too when the youth them a kill off each other. Because when me did attack, Uno say, me a idiot, me a dunce, me bad mind the man channel, me used to subscribe to him channel, and me used to like him, and now me not like him no more. Remember say, Uno own it. Just own it. And all of a sudden now, I must know the war is going on between G City and remember say he did say Squash a Teletubby when the man a cry peace. Remember when Squash a cry peace, you know? You attack, you a call the man coward, you know? At party, who backs it out? When I rejoice and about, me can't wait for your morning. Me can't wait to get me cup of tea. Hey, Patreon squad. Now you want to act like if I know you start the warrior, in my view. Now you want to act as if I know you instigate the warrior, in my view. You and your sheep them. But you come now, own it. But I go on like say, you have some profit. Or you have some undercover. We have helped the country. And the crime rate has decreased since I start making videos. No, the commissioner, the assistant commissioner said it. The spike in violence in Montego Bay since this whole thing where you put out with Shabdon, brother, G-man, you started this war, in my opinion. Because you never glad to see the two youth them a link and I do music. You never glad to see the two youth them. It come like it's a problem when the youth them a try change them ways. Because of course, if Jamaica become a peaceful place, you don't have no video and no money to make up for the YouTube channel. Oh, in bad mind, no, him no want the man make no money. Say it out loud. Make the people them at the back can hear the sheep them at the back, sorry. Not people, sheep. So now you are a witness. Because May 26, you put out this video, say unknown man them kill G City man them, and the leader for unknown is Shabdon. So why they needed an identification period? Why would they never just subpoena Sir P? If Sir P has this information, why wouldn't you subpoena Sir P? You go in identification period to charge Shabdon JCF. You look weak. Because we all know in Jamaica, identification parade, when somebody you say, I'm not Adam on the point him out on the parade, you know, all the whole family dead off. So we have to go to identification parade, we set up another family, we let another family mourn. Because we're gonna hear who identified him as the shooter in a mask, according to reports that he was in a mask. So now we have to go unmask him in the trial. Now we have to go say, how did you see him running away or driving away? Now you have to go place him at the spot of the crime. Now you can't change it now with anything else because you put out information now say his identification parade him get picked out pan. So now you cannot use any form of cyber information. It may get thrown out. Because now you tell the whole public and tell the world that is it's a man pointing out or a woman. So now you put in the people them life in danger of point him out, because now they may hear back who point him out, because they say him well influential and him control the police force and him have police that kill people and him have police that work with. So now these people that pointed him out are the person that pointed him out better know say then go in a witness protection program, and the witness protection program is not too safe. Me can't tell you no. I speak to people in the witness protection program. Come on a quota vomit it up. Because after 2 years in the witness protection program, or 3 years or 5 years, you don't no business with them again. Y'all don't business with them again. You don't care about them again after you get up 2 years out of them. So why wouldn't you call this person in for questioning or subpoena this person who is giving you the information? This person is not saying I heard, you know. This person is not saying it is alleged, like when he's talking about the politician them. He might tell you, say, him tell you who do it. But of course, I'm here the dons. So me go and play dons. Let me go and play dons. I'm play liar. Listen again.
I go calm down because the security forces are going to put so much pressure, and as you can imagine, them are going to either hold on some people, right, or man are going to get taken out, and then we're going to start to see a decline in the situation in St. James and Mobile especially. Now, just to be clear, there are gang wars all over St. James, all over Mobile. But one of these gang wars that has been constant is the one between 87's loyal to your favorite producer, The Snake, and 87's loyal to the youth known as Fredman, right, and your favorite artist, Teletubby.
You're lying. The war started when you put out the information about Squash Brother. The youth them did the music. The youth them did a produce and a sing and have them whole team. Six was one of the biggest crew in Jamaica. When you put out this, we don't see none of the youth them again on a stage show. The youth them afraid to go anywhere go perform. You did this because you couldn't make the sore foot get better or stay healed. You go dig it up. Own it. Stop talking about, if I'm at the media, I use the word about constant war. Lie. Tell that to your sheep them. You started this war, in my opinion. Just in case them unmask you, and you want to sue, in my view. But constant war. Which constant war you talking about? You started this war. When you put forward the information, say that police, the youth use police to kill Squash Brother. You! And then the other idiot them on the internet start follow you. In my view.
So recently, there was a triple murder in the parish. But telling you say, an unknown man them carry it out. We'll know we have more information.
I'm just being a legal mind or playing a legal mind. Me telling you say an unknown man them carry it out. That means say me no hear say or somebody no tell me say you know. Me tell you no say an unknown man them carry it out. Witness number one. If this man is not called on the witness stand, the JCF a joke. And if Shabdon walk, if he is such a criminal, the JCF a joke. Because this is witness number one. Me tell you say, when they go against the Lord's anointed, them always reveal themselves and get themselves in a problem. You can't touch the Lord's anointed. You know, I pray the wrong prayer them. Better I want to pray for good for me And then maybe bad will happen. If you don't pray bad for me, good will happen. Can't see them reveal themselves and get themselves caught up. So this is no matter what you want to say, you know. This man is a witness. Me tell uno say an unknown man them do it. That man, this man is a witness. You can't go around this, you know. And you want to clean up Jamaica? Well, see your opportunity here, Sir P. I'm even removing the robot epithet. Sir P, this is your opportunity. Me tell uno say unknown. Oh, you don't go on the man for reveal himself so we can't get no more video. Oh, so the video no want.
Not only loyal to the youth known as Fredman, right, and your favorite artist, Teletubby. So recently, there was a triple murder in the parish. But telling you say an unknown man them carry it out. Well, now we have more information. Not only was the operation carried out by unknown, but the snake himself was on that operation.
Why did you need an identification parade? Look, this is so stupid. The identification parade was carried out after the man made this video. This video was made when? This video was made on June 5th. See? This video was made June 5th, and them charged the man after the video was made. They had an identification parade after Sir P declared, stated, posited to the public that not only was the unknown man carried out the act, or who carried out the act, the unknown gang, right? Gang members. Shabdon himself was on the operation. This man is not saying, I heard, it's alleged. This man is telling you who did it. Why did you need an identification parade and you have a witness? This is witness number one. Subpoena the witness, and if he's not the main, if he's not the one, if whoever is providing him information, let him tell you who. And you subpoena them too, or you interview them. This identification parade make you look weak, JCF. You look like you're playing Netflix movies. It's not a whole. It's not. You must have sorry if you have your answer long, but I've never seen this. The Jays, because this is not a joke again, you know. This is not a dolly house now, you know. The serious now, a man is in jail for triple murder and 2 shooting with intent. And you have a prime witness. JC, if you don't want to solve that crime, man, that joke on the department, please give me the commissioner of police duty.
Fathead was also on that operation.
Watch your people, man. Watch your...
But the snake himself was on that operation. Fathead was also on that operation. You see, when I have to understand, them youth here, even time on the thing say, well, they surely him learn him lesson now. Him get you already, so him a go chill. LIQs can't chill. When LIQ criminals bust case, you know what happened to them? Them start to feel even more invincible. So this is what they're going to teach you, right, in your course. You think 787 get there, right, after doing a shooting, and then police hold on upon him, get charged, and then beat the case. You're thinking, right, that means say, him going to just relax now because, see, him get way. What actually happened is, them start to think, you know, say, man untouchable.
Then if you know all of these things, witness number one. If this person is so dangerous, stupid, because me I put stupid night too, because if Shabdon really go do this, you're stupid. Then if you know all of them things here, that means it's a dangerous, stupid man, this, you know. He's a madman, this, you know. So why wouldn't you be cooperating with the JCF? Why you have to present the information before the JCF? Why you putting out the same information verbatim information from your post are being used in the media? Then is he not gonna have a lawyer? All right. Let me and get through this quick. I'll bring him out.
Let me try it again. Just like a bad pitney. When telling do something,
I don't want to deal the psychology part. I want to deal the part where he's a witness. And the part that I'm interested in. I don't want to give the psychology part because if you ever give a lot of lecture there, I want you to come forward and sink the man. Because this man is a dangerous criminal. Come sink him, man.
Jimmy Birdie son. By now, you'd have probably heard. The snake has been charged for the triple murder that took place in St. James. But they tell a long time say, not just the snake, but Fathead was also under criminal operation. Now, I realize
You have three, Mr. Commissioner, Mr. Clifford. You have three different accounts where Serpi stated clearly, conspicuously, who are the murderers in this crime. 3 times, 3 different videos, 3 different accounts. If you do not call him as a witness, his defense may well use this to prove that Serpi has been targeting his client and the court of public opinion already found him guilty. The lawyer is going to use Serpi's information from May 26 to state that you cannot identify my client without bias because Serpi, who is one of the most popular, or the most popular, because we're going lawyer, the most influential, and your award for the most trusted news organization will be used now. So, lawyer representing this man, or lawyers, they will have to challenge the person that identified this man. Have you ever gone on social media and listened to Serpi? Are you a fan of that? Oh, have you ever commented on it? No, I've never commented. Okay, let us do a check if we find your name. What is your social media name? Oh, but you made a comment on May 5th, 2022. Is that your case thrown out? You're compromised. And the jurors, we're not going to find jurors now. We're not going to find the jurors them now. When I have a bias. Yes, you want to play detective by internet? Yes, you want to play police by internet? Yes, you want to play court by internet? We're not going to find unbiased jurors now. Remember, I said this months ago, that no jurors is gonna be trusted, and no jurors is gonna be uncompromised. So what we're not ready. The other day, this rapper, Zin, this rapper, I don't even play no more the witness. I don't even play no more the witness. Because I must get it by now. If you don't get it, God go with it. But the other day, a rapper, US rapper, prominent US rapper, right? Right? A prominent US rapper the other day. Nobody knew of anything about this rapper involving in criminality according to the report. Nobody knew of anything. Nobody in America putting out any form of information, because in America you cannot do that. So you don't have no robotic vice person putting out information because you know say it will come back to hurt the case. You 100% know as a person where a fight crime or a person who's advocating for criminals to go to prison, which I'm advocating for, in case you didn't know or you have other ways of thinking because it's shallow mind. But people would know that if you put out information, one, you're going to let the persons of interest start clean up them act, cover them act, kill people possibly who they think are possible witness or informers. That is going to happen. So if the police is working with an informant in a matter, and you go put out information that, oh, you know who is doing all this killing in Atlanta? Young Thug. And I'm going to tell you how he killed his first victim. And you know, he was the one who was around the back of the building. Then somebody got dead. Because them got start like, yo, we can't trust the man there. Oh, where were you last night? Oh, you never did answer your phone. Boom, dead. So people know this. We have sense. So what happened? One day, Young Thug is just going about his merry way, and look what happened. Huh? Look what happened to the Young Thug. Look what happened. Young Thug was arrested Monday afternoon in Georgia and on gang-related charges according to online jail records. The Go Crazy rapper legal name Jeffrey Lamar Williams is accused of conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations, that's RICO, Act and participation in criminal street gang activity. The RICO Act charge comes from an alleged offense committed in January 2013. Them just arrest him in 2022. Because what? Them a make certain say, when them unseal the indictment in the court, there is no way for the man to even get bail, which he still has not gotten bail. The Atlanta police also hit Young Thug with additional. All the Atlanta police been having this man on surveillance for the longest time. And he's going about his merry way. He's going about his happy-go-lucky business, dressing up in them nice clothes, them, singing his rap music, going on stage shows. And nobody said a word. You don't have no Sir P in America talking about, you know, when he did this killing, you know, young, look at your screen. Those charges includes possession of marijuana with intent to distribute, possession of controlled substance with intent to distribute, possession of sawed-off shotgun, sawed-off rifle, machine gun, dangerous weapon, or silencer, as well as several counts of related gang activities. Young Thug's arrest comes in the wake of a 56-count grand jury indictment reviewed by Rolling Stone. 56! And this is a prominent U.S. rapper. But there was nobody messing with the investigation. But no, tell that to the Jamaicans them, tell that to the sheep them. Every day they get up, make you wait, think, come on, we make up a tea, You're counterproductive, and you know it. But of course you can't eat a food. Let's bring on him at it. Here, brother.
Yeah, family, peace and light. Yeah, man, give thanks.
I know I hold you out long, but it was a long reasoning, and we have to get
No, man, that good, man, that good.
Yourself, you've been one of the persons behind the scene and on the scene with. I analyze the situation. So, give me a quick synopsis on what you really think about that situation.
All right. First thing first, I said there are a lot of questions, more questions than answers, and I'm going to start off from the point where he was arrested, and it's important for us to speak about legal matters in legalese. You get what I said? when we are reasoning about them things, we have to have the scale. Because when we're speaking about justice and law, the symbol is the scale. You get what I say? So, it has to be fair and balanced. Now, he was arrested, right? Yet it is said that he was a person of interest. There's a big difference there, because if you are a person of interest, it means that you are considered by law enforcement as someone who can assist in a pending investigation or an ongoing investigation. Okay? That's what makes you a person of interest. When you are arrested, it means that there is an arrest warrant issued out for you. You get what I'm saying? And I'm speaking in the context of Shabdon. Because if he was picked up, it means that they went for him. Because it said what? Targeted operation. The fact that he was arrested during a targeted operation, it means that there had to be an arrest warrant out for him. Now, that's for the JCF to sort out, because they are saying, according to the media outlets, that he was a person of interest. If he was a person of interest, by law, he has to be notified by whatever legal means. And predominantly, it's either it's gazetted or it is put in the public domain by, the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Now, where on any media outlet or the JCF websites or whatever, is there any evidence to show that he was listed as a person of interest? That is very important, because if I am a person of interest, I have to be notified, or else there is no other way for me to know. So it is the duty of the JCF to notify. Let's go into the hypothetical, which I don't want to delve into too much, because when you're dealing with law, you cannot go into hypothetical reasoning. And to the people who are grabbing on to the Sir P dogma that he was planning on leaving the island, because Sir P was the first one who came out with that narrative, right? And then now we see nationwide saying that sources within the JCF is saying that he was planning on leaving the island. Now, that's hypothetical, but any legal mind or any good police officer who are aware of plans, of him making plans to leave the island, the first thing first, you put out the person of interest right away. You put it in the public's domain. Give him 24 hours to turn himself in. If he doesn't, automatically he becomes what? A fugitive. You get what I'm saying? Automatically he becomes a fugitive. And as such, he can be arrested on site or whatever, apprehended on site, blah, blah, blah. The next question is, it is said that what? He was planning on leaving the island and he had documents, blah, blah, blah. We have not seen any evidence for that. But my question is this: who were the facilitators? Who were the persons who were going to facilitate? Because me sure say him never go swim from Jamaica, go wherever him go, right? So who were the persons who were facilitating this? Because they have to be charged with what? Aiding and abetting. So we not see them people yet.
Hold on. It's a good point. I'm glad you made this point. So that means it is possible that them allow some criminals,
yes,
that are taking fugitives or criminals from the island to
That's
other
right.
islands.
That's
So
right.
this is a big sting operation we should have got on,
That's
because
correct.
not only Shabdon alone you're supposed to arrest in this, as what you were saying now, brother. Good
That's
point.
right.
You're supposed to catch all them people that will facilitate criminals leaving the island, or
Yeah,
everybody leaving the island illegally,
Yeah, because according to them, a boat in the dog up on, because he never go swim, he never take no plane. You understand me I say? So it have to be for one boat or one raft or whatever, right? Now, people were going to facilitate his escape. That's for sure. Where are these people and why haven't they been arrested as well or implicated? All right, make that stay this way it there. You get me I say? Now, Subi, let's look at law, okay? he was a person of interest, right? But you went and you arrested him. Persons of interest are normally advised to what? Turn themselves in, because they can assist with the matter. If you are a suspect, that is when an arrest warrant is issued and the police can go and arrest you. So we want to know which one was he, because he cannot be both at the same time. You cannot be a person of interest and a suspect at the same time. It's not possible. If you are a suspect, automatically the police can go and arrest you with an arrest warrant. If you're a person of interest, it means that you can assist with the investigation, and it doesn't mean that you are suspected of carrying out the act. You get what I'm saying? You can also be a witness who can assist. Now, let me tell you this about Sir P, right? Sir P must be presented as a witness in this matter. There's no if, but, or maybe about it, right? Him can't shy away from it. Now is his 30 minutes of fame or 30 seconds of fame, since he want to clean up Jamaica and do good for the country. This is where the JCF must subpoena Sir P and his organization to be witness in this matter, because he is the one who is presenting the argument. In any legal terminology, everyone is what? Presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. And as such, all accusations can only be deemed as allegations. It is alleged. Notice, when Sir P did call Shabdon's name, he did not say it is alleged. He is accusing him by saying what? He was there, he carried it out, he is the leader of the gang. These are not allegations, these are accusations. You get what I'm saying? Now, an accusation without someone being proven guilty in a court of law automatically is what? A defamation of character.
All that. Yeah, man, as you were saying, defamation of character act.
Yes, I'm saying accusing someone of carrying out a criminal act without presenting the evidence to say that in a court of law they were accused and found guilty. Technically, that is defamation of character. The dissemination of any information that can lead to any injury, harm, or death to someone without them being convicted in a court of law, it is defamation. When Sir P can come out and speak about matters that the court has dealt with, that's fine. When he comes out and he's accusing people of matters that they have not been convicted in a court of law, that is defamation, and that is illegal. That is not legal what he's doing. In this particular case, what he is doing is not legal. What I am saying is that he is a witness in this matter. And for all the people who love Jamaica, as they say he does, he must present himself as a witness, and the Jamaica Constabulary Force must have him as a witness in this matter, because he is the one who is accusing this person publicly on social media of carrying out these acts without the matter being addressed in a court of law. You get what I'm saying, family? So the fact that he's presenting information, it's not evidence. Evidence is only when it's presented in a court of law. Okay? And the material is dissected. That is when it is determined to be evidence. What he is saying is not evidence, it's information that is incriminating, that can lead to injury, harm, or death. And that goes against the Cyber Crimes Act as well, because any dissemination of information through the use of any electronic device which is intended to defame or harm or cause injury to anyone is in breach of the cyber crimes regulations as well. So people might listen to Sir P and hear him talk. I don't have a problem when he speaks on matter that is in the public domain and has gone through the legal system. That's fine. But to accuse people out there, to put their image and likeness without their consent, right? And to say that they are responsible for this murder and that murder, and they have not been charged, nor has they been prosecuted in a court of law, that is not legal. So Sir P has to be a crown witness in this matter. And there is no two ways about it, right? Shabdon'S lawyer, Shabdon'S attorneys, they need to subpoena YouTube or sue YouTube to get these videos so that they can present these videos in the defense of their arguments. Because clearly, this young man, right? I am not going to be judge, jury, or executioner here, but clearly, with the evidence presented, we're talking about what we are seeing, the evidence presented, he was being targeted by Sir P. That's evident. The fact that he's making unsubstantiated statements, no evidence, saying that placing him in the crime scene, placing him as being what? The guilty perpetrator, right? Clearly, this is in violation. No, what I'm talking about when I say Sir P is breaking the law in this matter is that he is accusing Shabdon without any evidence presented. My concern is, though, the same argument that he came with, that Shabdon was planning on fleeing the island, is the same argument that we saw nationwide saying sources, a source, said that he was planning on fleeing the island. You get what I'm saying? Now, as you said earlier, if you knew he was attempting to flee the island, the best thing to do is to do what? Give him the rope, make him hang himself. Put out the person of interest request, 24 hours, right? If he doesn't, automatically he's a fugitive. But again now, we did not see any person of interest gazetted or any public notification made. So the fact that he was arrested in a targeted operation, there had to be an arrest warrant issued.
And just to be clear, Imhotep, because some people may not understand when we're talking about the person of interest, there has to be, the JCF had to put something out, a statement out,
legally,
on the website legally, or whatever, to tell him to turn himself in.
Yes, you must be notified.
We're not saying he could not have been under investigation, you know, because he could have been under investigation. Correct. And then just nab him.
Correct.
The point we're making is once you put out that him is a person of interest, back to the Young Thug case, if they had put out that Young Thug, you need to turn yourself in, you're a person of interest. He would have, if he never turned himself in, him that be a wanted man, a fugitive.
Yeah, so in order for them to nab him, like what took place, right, Subi, there has to be an arrest warrant because he was arrested. Very important. You get what I'm saying? As I said before, it's either orange or apple. It can't be both. You cannot be a person of interest and you are a suspect at the same time. You get what I'm saying, family?
Clearly, brother. Let me hear from Robert.
Yeah, Robert, you get yourself, family.
Some devil's advocate in the reasoning, hopefully, because we want somebody to correct we for wrong. Yeah, Robert, what one? Can you hear me, Robert? Yo. Robert,
Fuck. I got the 1 second.
you're good now.
All
You're
right,
good now. You're good now.
1 second. 1 second. You can hear me?
Yeah, man.
Mike
Yeah,
is good?
Yeah, man.
It was good. It was good. Honestly, I was really just absorbing a lot of what Imhotep was saying. I think a lot of what you were saying was on point. I only really have like two
1 second.
small
Don't
little
show the
points.
spliff in something because YouTube will flag.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. So two things. The first thing is with the defamation part. It's only defamation if it's not true. You know what I'm saying? And I posted in the box. There's
Good point.
There's 5 elements. There's 5 prerequisites that need to be made before a defamation lawsuit can be made. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, a few of them are fulfilled. Like, it does cause him harm. It does cause him financial loss. Yes, but the magical bullet is it true? You know what I'm saying? And we don't. And a lot of accusations have been made about Sir P being JCF and all of these different things. That could possibly be true. More than likely, it is true. More than likely, he is ex-military or have some type of connection with the system, because clearly he's able to get information from a bunch of different sources. But with that being said, I just wanted to give you one small example, because I see you wanted to interject something, and I'll let you throw something in there. Look at the Cardi B stuff, the Cardi B defamation lawsuit. Feel me? Why did Cardi B win the case? Because she couldn't prove that the information was true. I think she said that Cardi B had herpes or something of that extent. I can't remember exactly what it was, but she couldn't prove it. You know what I'm saying? So let's say hypothetically, Shabdon wanted to subpoena Sir P, and they went and figured out who he was and brought him to court. If Sir P could provide information that he could say, yo, this corroborates what I said, then it's really no case for defamation. Now go ahead.
Yeah, Robert. Yeah, man. Enough respect for the reasoning, right?
All the time, Brody.
Right.
All the time.
The point of you saying it's not defamation if it is proven to be true, right? It has to be proven in this context, right? It has to be proven to be true in a court of law. What I'm saying, these accusations, that's what I'm saying, in the context of Shabdon and Sir P saying that he was the one who was on the scene, he was the one who carried it out. How can we prove that it's the truth? Law enforcement, not word in the street, can prove that it's the truth. It has to be proven in a court of law. You get what I'm saying, family? So we have to go back to the justice system. It's the justice system that is going to prove it to be true or false, not because a million persons say it in the streets, or not because word is in the street. You get what I'm saying, family? So I just my position that we're any clarification of it being the truth has to be done by legal means. You get what I'm saying, family?
Yeah, just to make sure that I get what you're saying. Essentially, what you're saying is until it's proven in court is hearsay, and hearsay is not enough for somebody to get prosecuted. Essentially, that's what your argument is.
Especially in the context of this situation where you are accusing someone of murder. You get what I'm saying? You are accusing someone of a crime. You get what I'm saying? It has to be proven in a court of law, or the law has to be the chief arbitrator here in order to validate that if it's facts or if it's defamation or slander. You get what I'm saying? We know for a fact that the information being disseminated by Sir P is designed to do what? Cause injury, cause death, cause serious bodily harm, will affect, loss of revenue and stuff like that. So Shabdon has all legal means to go at Sir P. You get what I'm saying? Sir P is setting himself up on a serious note. He is.
But hear me on this though, Imhotep. Remember, Shabdon had threatened that just a month ago or 2 months ago. He threatened that he was gonna use his sources to pull up Sir P and take him to court. Remember, he had the lawyer speak and all that. Remember all of that? And that didn't deter Sir P. That actually galvanized him to go even harder. So that means one of two things. That means one, he either thinks that he is so anonymous that no one can ever figure out who he is, or two, he feels like he has those magic bullets in case that situation does arise. Now go ahead.
Yes, Robert. And guess what happened? I think it's more has to do with ego than the law. Because we know as legal minds, Robert, that some of the things are not legal. Any legal mind can tell you that to accuse someone of murder, right? To place that person on the scene without the law doing that, that is illegal. You get what I'm saying, family? No, what I'm saying now, Shabdon told him to do what? Cease and desist. You get what I'm saying? Shabdon's attorney came out and told him to cease and desist because what he was doing before was wrong. What they should have done, though, was to go ahead and file a lawsuit, and he could not have lost. He could not have lost. And you know the reason why? One, he put up Shabdon image and likeness without his consent. You get what I'm saying?
He's a public person. He's a
Yeah,
public.
but you
He's a
cannot-
public person.
Yeah, but Robert,
can.
you cannot use my image and likeness without my consent. Can someone put your image and likeness up without your consent and accuse you?
I'm not a public person though. I mean, look, think
But-
about it, Imhotep. There's thousands of tabloids out there that exist. Internet tabloids. There's 1,000,001
Yeah,
websites.
Robert, I
People
understand.
get sued every day.
Robert, I understand what you're saying. That's why I'm saying, right? Whenever he speaks on matters that are in the public's domain and has gone through the courts or whatever, that is fine. That's not a problem. What I'm saying is that this particular case where Shabdon is charged and he is out there accusing the youth, putting the youth image out there and accusing him, right? When the law states that he is innocent until proven guilty, that cannot be legal. I'm not here to defend anybody. What we are saying,
I get it. You're speaking objectively. I get you.
the legal aspects of things, and this is not legal what he is doing. You get what I'm saying, Robert?
Hold on
I
one
totally
second,
understand.
Hold on 1 second. Give me a second. Look at the Kyle Rittenhouse case, Robert.
Mm-hmm.
This lawsuit is on the premise that they accused him of murder. They accused him of being a murderer, right? A killer. And he was found not guilty. So he's actually filing lawsuits against not just the View, he might file lawsuit against other news outlet. And he may win. He may win. I'm going to show you why. Let me show you another case. Watch this. Remember I said that the youth, remember the stand up for the one and the Trump something against the Washington Post. Look at this. Look at this one. Check this out. 250 million, brother. You remember this? This is a $250 million lawsuit that was settled by the Washington Post. Why? Why do you think this happened?
Wow.
250 million. The Washington Post on Friday agreed to settle a monster 250 million lawsuit filed by Covington Catholic High School student. Remember this with the stand-up with the
yeah, with the Native Americans. I remember.
Brother,
and they was playing the drums. And they was playing the drums.
Bro. You
Yeah,
see?
I remember this.
Look at this. Let me tell you what they said.
So what did they get it on? What grounds though?
Yeah, because they accused him. They accused that little young man of agitating the tribal people, and his image was slandered all over the media. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember that.
That caused him what? Stress and harm to his family and his mental well-being. He can't lose on those grounds because the media has his image and likeness, and the articles were the what? Insinuating that agitate the tribal
Yeah, I see it.
elders.
Yeah, I see it. It says
Yeah.
right there.
Look at bro.
That's
Look at.
what I mean.
Look at now.
Yeah.
This was all that the Washington Post said, you know. That it was getting ugly, and I was thinking I got to find myself an excited. Let me find where the Washington Post is.
But look, let's keep in mind though, brothers. Let's keep in mind that the reason why he won the case is because it was proven to not be true. You get what I'm saying? Because if you go back to the last page, Vegas, it said that the media plastered it as the youths were harassing the tribal elders, right? But then other footage came out that showed that the tribal people were actually harassing the boys. That's why they won that case. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
But,
again,
but to
it's
the
about
point.
the
To the point.
truthfulness.
But remember, Imhotep just tell you what Imhotep said.
It has to go to a court,
It
a
has to
court
go to the
of
court
law.
and because
Court
he was
of
found
law,
not
very
guilty,
important.
he was found not guilty of racially harassing the tribal people. Them.
I know you're right, and I heard when he said that. But remember,
the reason why I brought up the defamation suit, because and you're saying why Serpy never care when Shabdon lawyer
threatened him to tell him. Yeah.
Let me open up your eyes to something.
Mm-hmm.
That is gonna work in his favor.
Who
Shabdon's favor.
Yeah.
It's gonna work in his favor because he was warned to cease and desist. And because remember tell about him ego, it's gonna work against him. And if they bring a subpoena against him, first thing, if his lawyer subpoena YouTube, or if him get a constitutional lawyer, he's gonna advise him to go after YouTube. This is not
he can only hide but so much. His YouTube checks getting paid somewhere.
He can't.
Bro,
If
them go after YouTube and people were just speaking objectively on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because people might say we are giving them an idea to fight them case, but everybody's innocent.
They already got these ideas. They've been doing this.
Yes, it's what it is. But everybody's innocent until they're proven guilty. And we don't know nothing about Shabdan. We don't know him life. We don't know him do. We will be speaking about you, your son, your grandson, just the same way, right? No. What you have to understand is, brother, if his lawyer go after YouTube, whosoever is connected to the page as a subscriber to YouTube page, they would have to unmask that person.
Facts.
And that person would have to tell them who is using the page.
Facts.
They can trace the IP. They can do.
So when he was being egotistical the other day and about YouTube know that you're a criminal. No, that does not give you any grounds to defame a person. Not because I was arrested in America on some petty crime means you can defame me. So you're going to use him because him think everybody does. Oh, because YouTube knows say you're a criminal. Brother, my page cannot have any form of my YouTube page compromised because me call Mr. Handsome a pedophile.
That was crazy.
And he is a convicted pedophile, brother.
Right.
You understand that, bro?
Yeah.
So the argument is him cannot hide away from this.
Subi, one quick thing, right? There's also laws against cyberbullying. You get what I'm saying? Now, let me tell you this. If you come out with material or information that is designed to slander and discredit someone, materials and information that is not in the public domain, materials or information that has not been addressed in a court of law, that is cyberbullying. That is a crime. Serpy is guilty of that as well. The matter of Shabdan being arrested in America, YouTube, them can't make YouTube pull it down because that's a matter of public knowledge that has been dealt with in a court of law. You get what I say? But these allegations now where him a put Shabdan on the scene and I tell we say him do it, yes, this is a matter of cyberbullying technically because the intent and purpose, right, is to create harm and distress or discredit the character of the person. Get what I'm saying? Without it being proven in a court of law. This is an accusation, not an allegation.
Well, we don't think Jamaica people care too much about if I'm a bullying because I'm a criminal. Only when you bully pedophile, them care. But they don't care too much if you are bully people who are accused of criminality. When it comes down to murder and them something. But what I'm saying is, let us not even focus on that. That is not even my main issue, brother.
Mm-hmm.
My main issue is it is counterproductive because how will the prosecutor fight this case when so much information is in the public domain that they may have to use? Because the lawyer got hit back and say you got that from the internet. This is what
But
I've been
we don't know what
months.
information they have, though. We don't know. Remember, they usually don't show all the cards. They'll have 10 cards. They'll show you 2. Like with the Young Thug parallel, we didn't see all the cards yet.
Yeah, but the Young Thug situation, brother, was different because we only knew of the things in the indictment when he was arrested, after he was arrested. This situation that we're seeing here is to parallel with what is coming out from the JCF.
All right, Subi, the Young Thug indictment, right, and the Shabdon arrest, I think they are diametrically opposed, and let me tell you why. The Young Thug indictment, right, they had all their cards stacked up together, right? So when they arrested him, they unsealed the indictment. Up until Friday, right, the law enforcement was saying that the case file or whatever is not ready as yet. So you are
the man got caught and the judge like, where is he?
You arrest somebody on what charges? When the paperwork's there and you don't have the case file. So I guess you're going now. Friday, when the judge call you and tell you, say, how you have the man in front of me without him case file already? Saturday, you charge him or Friday night. How does that look on the justice system? The next thing is this, Robert. If he was a person of interest, why was he arrested? There's a difference between being taken into custody, so to speak, and arrest, because once them arrest you, them have to charge you. He was arrested. You get what I'm saying? He was targeted and arrested. That's what it says. Yet they want to try to throw in that caveat to protect themselves legally to say he was a person of interest when there was no documentation forthcoming to validate that he was a person of interest. Show us where he was listed and what means of communication was used to convey that to him in the public domain.
Once again, Imhotep, this person is saying these YouTubers use VPN that will make it hard to track these individuals. Secondly, you can upload videos on YouTube from anywhere in the world. A smart person won't use the same device that they use at home to do their work. They use separate devices. They are smarter than that. Before you jump in, we just want a person to understand that once the page is monetized and you've been sent a check monthly, them have the information for you, them have the address, phone number, and whatsoever. Hold on, Robert. Hold on. Say it now.
He's worried about where it's getting uploaded. We're not talking about that. We're talking about who's collecting the dividends. That's where you find them back. You know what I'm saying? And just one more thing, VPNs only give you but so much privacy, and they can still track you if they really want to. They just subpoena the VPN company and make them give up.
It's like this person is saying, and a lot of people say a reason that we are because it's a nonsensical reason. It's like you're saying, if I say, oh, I'm gonna bring violence to the FBI, they can't find me. You stupid. Them find in 2 seconds. Yeah, that has sense. The other day, I look at you talk about him go bring violence to the people who were arrested, Young Thug. Them go film like this, bam.
Subi, there is no VPN. There is no internet connection in this world that is private. That's an illusion. Okay, I don't even want to talk about Pegasus.
Let's not get distracted. I just want to make a quick
Yeah, let's not get distracted.
Please, the semantics.
Yeah.
But you made a great point, brother, and I want to end this discussion on this point that you made. Because I almost forgot the point, you know. The judge scolded them in the court because this man is supposed to appear in court. The judge was like, where is he? Oh, we arrested him a few days ago. Okay, just make sure that the next trial date, he isn't before me. So, unum better clean up on the act and do and charge him or whatever, and let him go, so he can come to my court. What we here? Oh,
Yes,
next day we
Subi.
hear identification parade.
Yes, Subi, I just want to say something and make it very clear. You see, the fact that he was placed on an identification parade, it means that multiple persons were presented on the identification parade. Okay? Multiple suspects. Okay? Any identification parade has to deal with multiple suspects. Them can't carry out him alone and ask the person, and him that, and the person say yes, and that's it. There has to be multiple.
But Imhotep, I don't think that the police are saying that Shabdon was a trigger man. I don't think that that's what they're trying to say.
But he's charged. Hold on, Robert. He's not charged for conspiracy, you know. You get what I mean?
You know, in the law, it doesn't really matter. It's like, look, if me and you go drive somewhere and you choose someone, we both get charged with the murder. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that. What I'm saying,
Robert, accounting information is tried with 3 counts of murder and 2 counts of shooting.
Yeah, I saw.
Right, so it's not if he was at the scene and if he was a shooter.
That's right. And remember, Robert, for there to be an ID parade, the purpose of the ID parade is to place you,
identify you. The witnesses identify you and say you were the one who actually shooting the gun.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he had to go on the ID parade, which means that there were multiple suspects on the ID parade, and that was the basis of charging him. If there was no ID parade, there would have been no charges. Them are got in a serious issues, yes, sir.
One second. So this is the ID parade, obviously, because it was said on the internet by one of the most prominent news outlets that Shabdon killed the people. So this is the ID parade, right? Now, the person now that says Mr. Vegas rate your movements, but Shabdon is a known criminal. If you were arrested and charged and the same procedure was used against you, brother, because we have to make sure that we don't set a precedent for anybody to be targeted and convicted in social media or by social media detectives and jury and judges, and you don't get a fair trial. So this is basically just an objective reasoning. We're not here supporting criminality. We're against criminality. But the way this started, my main pushback against Sir P's movement and him sheep them is the way it started. Me and you try, I live good, and somebody just come and say, you know, say me kill your brother. Now it start a war, and now we have see the results of that. So we cannot shy away from that. Sir P instigated a war, and now he's acting as if he is supposed to be praised. Or people think that he's supposed to be glorified for starting a war with the youth them, or starting back a war with the youth them. That's the problem. Is counterproductive. And now he might go shy away from this after until we say the man kill the people them. Him is a weakness. Whether you want to like it, yes or no. So if you believe Shabdon is a criminal, you should also be saying Sir P should be a witness. If you believe that Shabdon is a known criminal and he need to come off of the street, then why we are not unanimously saying the same thing? It's not supposed to be an argument.
Yeah, but Subi, again, now we have to deal with the letter of the law. You get what I say? The letter of the law states that what? Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. You get what I'm saying? Now, Subi, the next thing I want to point out is this. You see, in our court, it's not the judge that's the most important person. It's not the lawyer that's the most important person. The most powerful person in the court is the jury or the jurors. You get what I'm saying? Because it's their deliberation that determines. The judge only carries out the instruction of the jury. The attorneys present their case for or against what? Prosecution or defense. You get what I'm saying? If we are looking at this case from a juror's perspective, so and I'm looking at from a juror's lens.
Unbiased juror.
Good, a juror's lens. You get what I'm saying? Now, first thing first, you arrested the man. Where was the arrest warrant? Then you say he was a person of interest in the same breath, right? why were resources allocated to go and arrest him when it could have been, made public for him to turn himself in? Then you will have more substance to your argument and say this was a man who was willing to flee the law. Because if them telling him to turn himself in and he doesn't, then they have all right and all legal jurisdiction to go after him. You get what I'm saying? No, the thing is this now. He was being held for what? More than 48 hours, right? He was picked up last Friday, something like that.
Yeah, but wait, Emotep, wait, this is important. You got to realize this too. We kind of remember we're in America and we enjoy the benefits of the American criminal justice system. We are afforded the Jamaican criminal justice system. They don't have the same time frame requirements where they have to bring certain amount of evidence, have to have the charges. They can just detain you for like 30 days, if I'm not mistaken, before they even bring charges against you. No,
hold on. In matters of a state of emergency, right? States of emergencies, additional emergency powers is given to law enforcement. You get what I'm saying? In Shabdon'S case, right? One, he was not listed as a wanted person. So by law, there has to be a specific time frame for them to either charge him or release him. You get what I'm saying?
Unless it's that new movement where them have when you see that
no.
if it was a when they call it when the thing.
Okay, so there is also the anti-gang legislation.
Anti-gang legislation.
You know what I'm saying? But human rights laws, you get what I'm saying? International human rights laws, which Jamaica is a signatory to these conventions, have to apply. If you detain someone,
they apply to that intricate degree, because like I understand exactly what you're talking about,
yes,
and you're 100% right. Like I agree with everything you're saying. That's why you just see me here nodding with you.
Yeah, word.
But, obviously every country has small nuances in their criminal justice system. Mexico to New York, so Mexico to America, to Jamaica, to Trinidad, to Haiti. Like I've watched things in Haiti. In Haiti, they can hold you for like a year before they even have a free trial.
That's right, but that doesn't mean that it is legal. You get what I'm saying, Robert? Because Jamaica's law is that it's 48 hours. You get what I'm saying? I stand corrected. What I know for a fact is this. The reason why they had to charge him that quickly after Friday's court date was because he was being held unconstitutionally. And that's a fact. You get what I'm saying? It's either you charge him or you release him.
Facts.
You get, and they know
because he was no longer held as a part of an anti-gang operation.
That's right. Because they have
extensions that they can file. They have like certain little extensions that they can file and stuff.
They would have to go to the court.
Yeah. But Robert, let me show you how tactical they are. He was arrested last Friday. Because you see, once they hold you up on a Friday, say automatically Saturday and Sunday you are going in the cell. You understand me? I say a Monday before then deal with any other matters. You get what I say?
Hold on, Robert. Dillinger, I know is an intelligent man, and you said this already, and we correct you, and we shed light on it, and you say it again. That means that you believe it. But Dillinger, what you're missing the point on, if you believe that this is the case, and this is what a lot of sheep are going to run with, them know say, oh, he may go flee. Then this you want, man. This is something where the judge are going to hold him indefinitely, brother.
Facts.
So you can't use this to justify your argument, brother. If you know the man is a known criminal, you know say him a free, you know him a fake ID. You not only him alone are going to get nabbed in another operation, you are going to get all the people them where aid. You are going to get all the people them where assist.
The big fish.
The big fish them, because now we realize that we uncovered an operation where they might take criminals out of the country.
And busting a human trafficking.
Man, brother, you say it already, you say it again like you want.
But Subi, this is like, as people are saying, I lick two birds with one stone. I don't want to use the next word. You get me? I said, because what you couldn't do is to bust what? A major human trafficking ring, because anybody with the plan to carry them out on boat, they are human traffickers. You get me? I say, where them people are there? All we are talking about the hypothetical about say he was planning on leaving the country. Who was planning on taking him out the country? We need them people too because we're going, them are going to smuggle out more criminals because we left them and one lamp and Shabdan.
All right, Dillinger, may I bring you in again because me like the counteraction. But we don't know what they know. We not dispute that, brother. We're speaking on what transpired, bro.
It's hypothetical.
What transpired so far, we're speaking on that. We're not going with what we don't know.
Hypothetical.
They can unseal this document that we know, and we find out that Shabdan was the biggest criminal in the brother. And then people are going to say, shoot. He's a criminal. No, we're not speaking on that.
Like, let's just make a parallel example. Like, look at the cartel case. When cartel first got arrested, everybody was like, yo, a big conspiracy. Yo, the government is against poor people. And then as the case got closer and closer, you see bigger evidence leaking out.
Exactly. They may have phone records. They may have all of them things, brother. But you cannot deny the fact. You cannot deny what is being presented, brother, and what is before you. That is what we're speaking on. And that is the reason why we keep it objective. That means if tomorrow morning the man sealed the indictment and we say Shabdan and we have evidence, we're not gonna stand up over here and go like say, yo, we are all hardened and we are going like we are idiot. We are gonna say, yo, we are gonna analyze that. What we are analyzing now, this war started back with the youth them because Serpi put out a video say Shabdan help the police them kill the man where my power with brother. One. Secondly, the man put out the information May 26 say Shabdan kill the people them, or Shabdan crew kill the people them, him unknown gang. That's another one. Then if you put out that May 26 and then they put the man in front of an identification parade, you know, so the person we appoint him out no compromise.
But Subi, even though as we speak, right, he has been charged for, three murders, right? Allegedly, right? Now, as we speak, Shabdan is technically and legally innocent of the charges.
That's a
we
big
have
point.
to remember that.
Allegedly,
until the justice system.
He must place the man at the crime scene and place the man as the shooter.
Until the justice system finds him guilty in a court of law, he is technically still innocent. So people need to put them feelings aside and stop suspend them logical reasoning and let's look at it objectively. You get what I'm saying? Let's look at the objectivity of the reasoning. The man is technically still innocent up to this day, up to this minute as we speak.
But what's gonna happen is if for any means or for any reasons him get off of the case, because now he's charged, so he must either go prison or be acquitted. He can't be thrown.
Niggas, he gonna beat it like that gun charge that he got his man allegedly to take. He gonna beat it, bro.
If him lawyers them go with the obvious, there's no way you can find this man guilty, in my opinion. The obvious is there. The man has been targeted on social media by Serpi
Facts.
for over 6 months or a year.
Facts.
It's a witch.
The man liar was Serpi clown, said the man an idiot. Serpi clown, the man liar, said the man an idiot. The man now has the upper hand on Serpi because the man issued a cease and desist and Serpi ignored it and clown the man.
Facts.
So that they go show bullies him in the court, B.
Facts. And
if Serpi is in North Korea, he's safe though. Just keep that in mind, y'all, or China or Russia. Them can't extradite him.
Well, he would not be collecting a YouTube check.
You're probably right. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah,
because
facts.
taxes goes unpaid.
No, and those countries are under economic sanctions. So
yeah, that's what I was
bro.
You get me? I said,
come on, bro.
No, I just want to point something out. You see, I just want to point something out. That you see, there is a can of worms being opened here. There is Pandora's box being opened here, and I'm talking about vloggers on social media who can come out and accuse Mr. Vegas say him kill Tom, Dick, and Harry, and when him do it and place him on the scene of crime, right? Without the law finding him guilty. You get what I'm saying? These accusations are very serious because one, it endangers Mr. Vegas's life, the well-being of his family. You get what I'm saying? it can cause more harm than good. If the information is public knowledge, right, then fine, you can speak about it. If you have information that can assist the local law enforcement, give it to them. Let them handle the matter. But whenever we are going to accuse people out there on matters that are not in the public domain, we are opening Pandora's box and we are setting ourselves up for legal wranglings,
I
lawsuits.
get what you're saying. And let me just dumb it down. Basically, what you're saying is this. We get into a point now where every fucking vlogger thinks they're a news anchor. They think they're a news reporter. You feel me? And they're jumping out the window, throwing information out there that they're not vetting, that they're not fact checking, that they're not making sure that their sources are 100% primary, legitimate sources. And they're doing that at the expense of innocent people's safety. Because a lot of the times they're just doing this shit for views. You feel
Brother,
me?
the one name on the spot media there, they put up a youth picture, right? Say the youth, wrong youth picture, you know, say the youth dead in a gang violence. Now that youth picture gonna be on the internet for a long time. And if they should pull up that youth the picture, you think that people are gonna go through all the details to see him apologizing in another video? That can hurt a person's life, brother. You understand what I say? That can hurt a person's earning. That can put people in danger. You understand what I say? So with that said, I'm happy you made a point, Imhotep, because contrary to what they may believe, we are outstanding citizens in our place where we live. So this is basically from the Jamaica government, I guess. Reporting a crime. If you witness a crime, you have a vital, this is key, vital role to play in bringing the criminals to justice. This is where we're at. You may well be feeling upset and have doubts about reporting what you have seen. There is no legal obligation to contact the police. But, however, the information you give them could bring a criminal to justice. Not come put it on social media, not come look at your screen, not come gather sheep, but the information you give them could bring a criminal to justice. Reporting the crime to the police could prevent further crimes being committed and protect others from becoming victims. You see that? That is where it's at. So if you're interested in solving crime, if you're interested in a cleaning up Jamaica, report the crime to the police. Don't come on social media about the police, them not going to do nothing. And what a lot of you are banking on now, just in case, when you mess up this, you start already to mess up, you already start messing up this investigation, you already start messing up this case. If this man walk free, what not gonna say? The police them are idiot. We're not gonna say the police them not have no sense. We're not gonna say the police them corrupted. We're not gonna say Shabdon pay off the police them. When it is you putting out information that is defense can use to free him, to get him off. You
Subi, just to add to what you just said a while ago, perfect case in point to your statement a while ago. Didn't nationwide news come out when yesterday or this morning to say that a source revealed to them that Shabdon was planning on leaving the island?
And a Sir P said,
where did we hear that first?
Sir P.
Okay, so if Shabdon lawyer then present that, how can jurors and a judge refute his defense? You get what I'm saying? That cannot hold weight because it is going to be proven. Say, hold on, this man said this last week and now
you are using it.
You are using this. So what's going on here? Something don't smell right.
Brother, it's going to be a dolly house. It's going to be a dolly house, brother. It's going to be a soap opera. And this will let the sheep them feel justified in proving that the police them not doing them job. This is going to make the sheep them feel justified that we don't have a good justice system. But you helping to destroy the justice system. That is what you are doing. You are counterproductive in what you're doing. And the done-said people them think that you're doing a good job. You're putting out information before the police put it out. You place the man, first thing you come out, you say, the man gang where him lead kill the people them. Next thing you come out and say, not only was his gang, he killed them. Then you come out when now today again and say, it's not only him alone kill the people them, another one of the gang members them was there too. So you are actually a witness now where you should have gone to the police to make them arrest Fathead too, you know. If you have so much information that Fathead was there, how is it that you don't go to the police?
So
Because he don't have a legal obligation.
Let's say them
Because you don't
arrest
have a
Fathead
legal
tomorrow. Let's say them arrest Fathead tomorrow. You got them say you're not a witness. You tell us in 3 different videos the people them that carried out this murder. So hear what you're doing now, because we don't want the people them things that we are go against. The people them will suffer these losses. These losses. Let me tell you now something, people. Them jeopardizing even your case. So if you were to get justice for your loved ones, them actually make a compromise your case. So what needs to happen here? Vloggers need to stop try case in the public domain on them YouTube channel. Stop put out information, sensitive information to the public. Go and report it to the police.
Subi, just tell them that it is not legal for them to do it. And there are legal implications on them as well. They can be sued. They can be sued for liability for defamation and stuff like that. Now, we just want to say something real quick about Sir P. You see anybody where you see a hide them face, just be careful of them. I watched this video today. You know what the man said? You see when the man use the term spooky, when you see people are hide and I talk about this is spooky, you have to watch them. In his video, him even highlight the amount of likes or whatever. 666. And him say, people, look at your screen. 666. When you see a man come and say, this is spooky because of 666 likes. Before it got to 666 like, there was 1 like and there was 2 likes. Not true. And after the 666, there was 667 and go up. So it goes to show the programming that is designed in reasoning.
Hold on, because he identified that he have a huge church following. He have a huge Christian following, and the same Christian
He
stop
is
praying.
going to run for prime minister. Mark my words. 5 years from now, he is going to run.
Watch this. But I'm glad he made that point, and I would have supported him if he was doing that thing the right way and giving the information to the police, because I want a better Jamaica. If this man was unmasked, why are you supposed to be cleaning up Jamaica and you hide from it? The way you valuable now to the people and to the justice system, you know. You could be the commissioner of police, you know. You're hiding behind.
He even got cartel scared.
Brother, this man should be the commissioner of police, but what? You hide. So that means you're either an agent where I work for destroy Jamaica, I work for turn the youth them against each other, or you are just a little big nose man who hide from the people them, and then they want to see a big nose. I just
well, Subi, you see, if Sir P is the brightest crayon in a theme group, that's cause for concern. You hear me tell you? Because let me tell you why. Somebody need to advise him, say, no for the things and what he might do, it's not legal. It is not legal.
But he's gonna be challenged now, because this is not like him come talk on cartel case where cartel already found guilty, you know, brother.
Facts.
All of the sheep, you know, better have some money now to put up some form of legal defense. Because if Shabdon'S lawyer them, unless let's say Shabdon just plead guilty and it goes away. You understand? Then the matter is done. But if Shabdon decide to fight this, and we attack objectively as a citizen, where we'd attack the same thing for anybody. Right? So if Shabdon lawyer them decide to fight this, you know, him have to be presented at the defamation suit.
But to protect the integrity of the case, he has to be.
Exactly.
He has to be. There is no 2 ways around it. He has to be, because he is the only witness as far as we know.
We don't know nobody else.
Yes, that's what we see. Right? He is the most visible witness.
Let me end it on this. Sir P may have been the one at the identification parade. So let us end it right here.
He might have been one of the arresting officers.
Well, no, hold on. Let me tell you something, Subi. If he is the one at the identification parade, this case is null and void. The case is compromised.
I was just making a joke.
Yeah, I know, but I show you too. Anyhow, at him, the case compromised right away. So I show it out.
I maybe the same person will tell him or the same person will got the identification parade.
He has to be a part of this investigation.
If I'm the lawyer defending Shabdon'S on this case, I'm gonna ask a lot of questions to the person that identified Shabdon. Just put it that way. There are going to be a lot of questions. I'm going to want to know details. I'm going to want to know phone records. I'm going to want to know who you communicated with before you went to the police. I'm going to want to know all of these things, which is unnecessary because they could have found other ways to charge him or other ways to deal with this matter. If Sir P had presented the information or given the information to the police before the coming public, right? So with that said, we have so much more we can say, but let us watch the development now because we don't want to jump ahead of everything and go on like we know everything. So we know it's going to be a long drawn-out process, and I just wanted to do this video. You understand? For put some balance in the reasoning because we notice the sheep them out and bad. Zine? And we just want to put some balance. So you know, if you agree with everything what we said, we are three brothers and we don't think we know everything, but we do a little research and we speak objectively. If you know understand objective reasoning, maybe you need to look it up and try it. Big up on yourself, brothers. Give thanks. I was trying to get a sister on to make it look like it's a hierarchy. So she shy out from it. So big up yourself, Kimberly, because she has a lot to say, but she's afraid that everybody's gonna track her down because she has so much to say. Like she's Bob Marley. Big up. Give thanks to the reasoning people. It was a good conversation. I'm glad so we can reason as brothers and we not have to out-talk each other and we agree to disagree. Big up yourself, Dillinger. We're trying to play devil's advocate. One love. Oh, remember to go support Driver because I take my time out to do this. So I'm going to post the link. Make sure you download it and go and watch the video. All right? Big up on yourself.